toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So Middle Tennessee State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go back to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Dances away to buy time. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to set up the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the air, it's Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try it again on second and 10. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyons. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Fitzgerald. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Off play action. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the penalty will not be... The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Fitzgerald. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Zings it complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Let's go. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Pulls it in. It's Fitzgerald. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This time he's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGowan. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Let's it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun. Give on the inside. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, and he can't get it out of there. It's blocked. Touchdown, MTSU. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 14-6. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using his legs to buy some time. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Finds his man. It's Jones. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Doherty. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just a few seconds remaining. They try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a way to put his team in business at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Rides to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops the throw, using the quick game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. To the air, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got another 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Vanderbilt.
Wants to throw on first down. Wiggles. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping a couple.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like first and goal, sack. Second and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker. Throw it to the big tight end. Find something besides continuing to go backwards.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for the goal line. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lining up, trying to convert down short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
The screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level.
It's a seam wide open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're facing a 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick.
And And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that can